Next up for this bike is to remove these calipers, which I did rebuild, but I don't recall if I put new seals in them or not. I'm thinking I didn't because they're not releasing very well at all. They're kind of sticky and drag a bit. I'll pull these guys off, probably do one at a time. Here's the caliper in a vise. Put some air pressure on it, see if I can get those pistons to come out. Sounds like they did. Something happened. Those two did, these two didn't. Sticky. How am I going to get them out? If I take that one out, I just watched this on YouTube. Nice. Need a smaller socket for this one. Smaller. That's not working. Got a smaller socket. Slowly. Oh, cool. This one might be a little more difficult because it hasn't been started at all. I had to get creative with how to get it in the vise. I used a piece of wood down here. Let's see what happens. Feels very stuck. It won't even spin in there. Yeah, I thought this was going to be an easy job today. This one just won't budge. I'll try the smaller piston and see if it budges. Nope. Went and got a socket that fits right inside that piston, and the thing does move. That's all I'm trying to do is see if it'll wiggle, and it's wiggling, so why will it not spin? I've been fighting this thing. I did finally get this one started, and it's coming out. Come on. Got it. One more on this one. Hopefully the other side won't be so difficult. I finally got this one to spin. The key, it seems, once you get it started, is actually use very light pressure. Drop the socket a few times. That helps. That thing's out. I'm going to have to roll these on a flat surface and make sure I didn't bend them up. I ordered all these parts from Brake Crafters. It was kind of one-stop shopping for me. I was able to get this kit, which should go to these calipers, and then this is all RZ350 stuff. Master cylinder rebuild, two front and one rear caliper. Another master cylinder, a couple $100 worth of stuff. Let's see how this works. This new can of brake clean I had to order online. This one lost its charge. It's like full, but won't spray. So I'm going to clean these guys out real good with the brake clean. Those are the old seals. These are new seals. I did contact Brake Crafters, and they said these seals should be fine with .5 synthetic brake fluid. They did mention that they weren't sure about this grease and not to use the grease, so I won't use the grease. I need to make sure this doesn't take the powder coat off. I don't think it will. Whoa, some strong spray. I don't see any gold coming off. I just spent about 30 minutes cleaning these O-ring grooves out with the dental tool. I think they're good and clean now. Put a little bit of .5 brake fluid in this piston. Right over here I have a Q-tip. Whoops. I'm going to saturate with brake fluid, put in these grooves. Remember they said not to use the grease they supplied because it may not be compatible with this .5 synthetic brake fluid. Then put a little brake fluid on the seals before shoving them down into the O-ring grooves. That one's got a little kind of fold in it. There we go. So I'll repeat that several times here. Seals are all installed in these calipers. I have to make sure that they're seated in there properly. Now add a little more brake fluid. Put a little on the pistons. Slide them on in there. Having trouble getting it past the thicker one. So we resort to using the brake piston installation tool. Like so. Brake piston installation tool. Goes right in. New O-rings for here, or seals. Check these seals one more time. These will get tightened up later. Got these brand new brake bleeder valves. Stainless steel. I got these little caps for them, like so. Nice one rebuilt caliper with new seals. I'll hook that brake line up, take the other side apart, remove the caliper, and go rebuild that one. For this one, I'll go ahead and use the air pressure to pop one side out. One piston moved. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, so this side is coming out. Oh, we got more coming out. Come on. This one's almost all the way out. This one's about halfway. That one's about a quarter or a third, and that one hasn't budged. I put a little more air pressure in the compressor. That one's out. Should have put a rag in there. There we go. Got a bunch of brake fluid in there. Now the piston removal trick again. Oh, got it. Next, go to another size socket. Another one. Now I'll scrape these O-ring grooves out with the dental tool and then flush them out with brake clean. These pretty gold calipers are back on the bike, all rebuilt with all new seals, but I cannot get these things to bleed for the life of me. I've tried a lot of different tricks, including that. I've tried a vacuum bleeder. I've tried injecting with a syringe with that thing from the bleeder valve. I just can't get the system to pressurize. I had a really hard time getting these brakes to pressurize when I first commissioned this bike. I don't know what's going on. I guess I'll have to make another video when I fix it. I think I need to rebuild the master cylinder, but I'm unsure if that's an FZR master cylinder or what it is, so I'll probably have to take it apart and get a hold of brake crafters with some dimensional information to get parts for that thing.